Geek School, and I would like to welcome all the students who have joined in through my channel also, the name of which is Gaurav Kumar Jain. Thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial, everyone. Now in this lecture we are going to check out how, with the help of some basic features available on Excel on Scratch platform, we can develop a Corona shooter game, or else a shooting game, right? So let's dive into the platform and check how can we develop a shooting game on Scratch. So in order to access the Scratch platform, so these steps I would like to tell to those students who are new on this platform, and they they do not know how to access Scratch's online platform. So simply when you simply have to come on this Google, and here in the search bar you have to type Scratch online, and it will redirect you to this web page where right on the top you'll be able to see the hyperlink through which you can get yourself redirected to the online Scratch platform. So once you're here, you right on the top in this header section, you'll be able to see this start creating option. Click on this and it will redirect you to the Scratch's platform, where you'll see in the leftmost side all the blocks with the help of which you can do the coding. Then in the middle you will be able to see all the the workspace where you can define all the codes, and then here in the rightmost side you'll be able to see this window. So it's the playground where you can define all the sprites, you can put all the sprites, you can define the backdrop for the game, and you can do everything with Sprite, right? So by default this Sprite which is getting reflected right now over here, I don't require this. So simply in order to for eliminating this, we can hit this bin button and it will go away, right? Let's now search for a suitable background in the background library of this Scratch. So for that, for accessing the backdrop library of Scratch, we can come over here, and simply when you click on this icon, it will redirect you to this beautiful library where you can see different kind of fill for your game. You can select that and automatically it is going to go, and you'll be able to see it on the playground. So let me just see if I can get any suitable background from here. Okay, I think this one is looking great. Let's select this one. So simply when you will click on any of the backgrounds, it will automatically come over here on this playground, and that's how it is going to look like. I feel if you want to see a bigger view of this background, simply hit this button present on the top of this playground over here, and that's what you're going to come across, right? I am again reducing the size of this window. Okay, now the next thing we need is the sprites. Okay, so we need 3 sprites for this game that we are developing. The first sprite that we require is a rocket kind of image, with which we will use for firing the bullets. So let's search for the relevant image in this sprites library of Scratch. So that's how you can get yourself redirected to this sprites library where you'll see different kind of sprites. Okay, so I am looking for rocket. I think this one is looking good. We can make use of this one. So let's select this one, and that's how you will see it on the playground, right? So the size of this rocket is pretty big. In order to reduce the size of this rocket, we can come over here right in the bottom and change its size from 100 to, let's change it to 45. No, 45 is still very big. If I'll change it to 23 is very small. If I'll change it to 35, yes, 35 is good. Let's now see what all costumes do we have for this rocket. So for that we can come on this costume section, and here you'll see all the costumes with which this rocket is made up of. So we have 5 different costumes over here. I need only one costume for now, so I am deleting the rest of the costumes. So simply you can hit this bin button, and So that's what I need for now. Let's come back on this coding panel. So I would like to put this this sprite over here, and what we can do, I would like to I would like to see it horizontally. So how to put it horizontally, that's what I am checking. I think we can make use of this y-axis. If I'll change it to 90, no, not y. Okay, how about this one? If I'll change it to, so as soon as the game will start, that's how it will do, that's how this block will help us. And if I'll put 90 over here, okay, so it is completely, not completely horizontal, it's pointing in this direction, but I want it to point it like this, so we can change it to, first I'm changing it to 0 first, so that's how it is going to look. And if I'll change it to 50 now, no. And what about 190? Okay, then let me just turn it 13 degrees right again. Okay, so now I think it is perfectly fine. I don't think that I require that block anymore now. Now what we can do, we can put this flag block over here, and let's now define a variable with which we can keep a check on the scoring part. So we can make use of this make a variable option available in this variable section. Simply click on this and it will redirect you to this window where you can put the name of the variable. So let's define a variable with name score, right? Okay, so initially I would like to set the score equal to 0. We can simply drag the set block available to us over here in this variable section, and we can select this score, and that's how you can initialize this score variable with this value 0, right? Okay, now whenever the game starts, I would like this rocket to always be there at this point. So for that we can make use of this go to X block, right? So suppose the rocket is at this point, and as soon as the game will start, it will come back and it is going to get reflected over here at this point, right? Now let's make use of this. There is a block named repeat until. You can find it in the control section of this Scratch platform. So this is the one I was looking for. Let's put it over here. So I would like to repeat some code for till the time it touches the Corona sprite. So I haven't defined the Corona sprite yet over here on this playground. Let's see if we can get a relevant sprite from the sprite library of Scratch. So if I'll search for something like virus, no, it's not available to us over here. Let's do one thing. Let's come on this Google and try to search the required image on Google Images. I think we'll be able to find some great options over there. Okay, so let me just put Corona Sprite clip art. So that's what so these are some options you are going to get over here. I think this one is looking good. Let's choose this one. Fine, and what we have to do, we can simply right click on this and we can save this image with a unique name on the desktop, and after that we have to make the transparent, we have to make the background of this image transparent. So Corona, I'm saving it with this name, And let's now come on this platform named remove.bg. So as you guys know very well, we can remove the background of this image we just saved using through that platform, the name of which is remove.bg. So simply you have to put remove.bg over here, and so whatever things I'm developing, as I've told you in the previous lectures also, you have to visualize all these things first in your mind. If you find something interesting, take it as a reference, take it as a base, and after that put something of your own in it to make it look as real as possible. Right, so I'm done with removing the background of this image. Let me now save it with a unique name. So I'm saving it with C1. Now let's come on this Scratch platform, and here if I want to get this sprite reflected on this playground over here, so we can come on this choose a sprite option, and in this menu over here right on the top you'll see this option upload sprite. Click on this and it will redirect you to one of the locations present on your device. Now select the image you have prepared. So image is getting imported, and that's how you can get the image imported, and like this it will get reflected on this playground. In order to reduce the size of this image, we can make use of this property size, and let's put 45 over here. I think 45 is not a good option. Let's make it 35. Yes, 35 is much better. Right, I would like to see the Corona sprite coming from here, so I'm putting it right in the top over here in the extreme right of this window. Okay, so we are done with importing the Corona sprite. Now we can define the name over here. So whatever code I am going to put inside this repeat until block, it should repeat until this sprite touches this Corona. We can put inside this loop. So the first thing I would like to put is the if loop, and this if loop I am going to make use of for controlling over here in this sensing part, and from here we can pick this block key space pressed, and when y by, because we want to see it moving upwards, so the movement is going to take place along y-axis. That is the reason I have used this change y by, and then we can simply select this if loop, create a duplicate of this, and I'm placing it right below this first if loop. Okay, and here we can select down arrow. So if the user will press the down arrow, I would like to see this rocket moving downwards. So I think this can help us in doing that. Let me just run this game now and see what is the output we will get. So I'm able to move this rocket in both up as well as upwards as well as downwards. Right, and it is looking extremely beautiful right now. Let me stop this game. Okay. Now we can, right in the bottom we can put this block stop all. Why? Suppose if, so this code is going to get repeated till this rocket will not touch this sprite. The moment it touches the sprite, I would like everything to stop. So that's how we can do it. Alright, okay. So I think we are done with defining the required code for this rocket sprite. Now what else do we need to do? That's what we have to see. So the thing which is the only sprite which is missing right now is the bullet sprite. Let's see if we can get something from the sprites library of the Scratch. Anything we can make use of as a bullet. No, I'm not able to find an image over here. Okay, do we have anything like bar kind of? No, I think if we'll make use of this, this will do. Let's select this one. Okay, and let me reduce the size of this to 30. Fine, and if I'll make it 20, I think that will be a much better option. Yes, 20 is a much better option. Right, now what I would like to do, when the game will start, where is that block? So when the flag is clicked, so use of this hide block, which you can easily find in the looks section. So when you'll hit this flag, that bullet will go disappear. The user will not be able to see that bullet. Right. Okay, so this code is working perfectly fine. Now when the user will press, when the spacebar key will be pressed, okay, so let me put in if loop or if control statement over here, and inside this, okay, so I will have to think about it. So when the spacebar key is pressed, but we do not have any now how can we do that? That's what we have to think and define the code for. So before defining the code for this, let's do one thing. Let's define the required code for this Corona sprite. Right, I think that will be a much better option. So when the flag will be clicked, I would like the Corona sprite should not be visible to the user at that time. So we can again come on this look section and make use of this hide block. I'm putting it over here. Now I would like some code to get executed forever till the game is in running mode, so we can make use of this forever loop. Right. Okay, so let's now put the wait block inside this. So wait for, where is that wait block? So I would like to wait for some random seconds. So where can I find that random function? You can find it easily over here, I think, in this operator section. Pick random. Okay, so I'm putting it over here. So I would like I would like this platform to create a clone of this sprite automatically itself. Okay, so for creating a clone of this sprite, we can make use of this block, create clone of myself. So this sprite for which we are defining the code for over here in this coding workspace. Now this will create a clone of itself after 2 to 4 seconds. Right, now let's make use of this block. So when it will start as a clone, what should happen? So it should be visible to the user at that time. So we can make use of this show block for doing the same. Now I would like to assign it a random position. To the clone I would like to assign it a random position. So we can simply first make use of this go to X block. We can put it over here, and for this Y part we can define a random value. So I think pick random will help us in doing the same. We can simply put it in the second input box, and randomly I would like to pick a value in between 150 to minus 150 to 150, and both inclusive. Okay, and if you want to play with the size also of this Corona sprite, suppose you want to see one clone of a smaller size and then other clone of a bigger size, okay, something like that if you want to see. So what you can do, you can make use of this set size block, which you can easily get in the looks section of the Scratch, and here you can again make use of this pick random block. Simply put it over here. Now I would like to pick a random value in between 20 to 40. Right, 20 to 40%, I think that will do, or else let's make it 25 to 45. Okay, and let's now make use of this code, which is repeat until block, which you can easily find in this control section. So I would like to repeat some code for where is that repeat until block? I'm not able to see it over here. This is the one I was looking for. I'm putting it over here. So till the time now we can come on this operator section. Okay, not the operator, this sensing section, and we can make use of this touching block. I'm putting it over here. So repeat until the rocket touches, repeat until the corona touches the rocket. Okay, so what all things you would like to repeat? So I would first like to set the let me define another variable over here with name speed. So this we are going to make use of for controlling the speed. Okay, so I would like for this is a variable which will help us in controlling the speed of this Corona Sprites clone, right? So I would again like to make use of this pick random block. I'm putting it over here. So randomly some number will be assigned to this speed named variable, and the speed should be somewhere in between -8 and -1, because I want to see it moving towards the rocket. That is the reason I'm defining minus values, negative values over here in both these input boxes. Then we can come up over here and you'll see this change X block. Just select it and place it over here below this set block, and in place of this fixed value, now we can make it flexible by putting this speed named variable inside this input box. Okay, so that's what you will get as an output. See, the sprite is moving now, right? Okay, now let's put an if loop. I will tell you why I'm defining this if loop. It's better to make you guys understand the things practically rather than telling you about the things theoretically, because practically you will be able to understand it more better. So if at any point of time the x position of this sprite, so from where can I get the x position block? I think we can get it from here. Yes, this is the one I was looking for. So if the x position of this corona sprite at any point of time will become smaller than -200, so I would like this corona sprite to go at this position 25, 80. Okay, so that's what you will get as an output. Now let me just run this game, and so right now I'm able to see this corona sprite moving. So it's moving with this speed, right? It's moving with this speed. So random speed is getting assigned to the corona sprite while it is moving on this platform. Okay, so we are done with defining the code for this corona sprite. Now let's define the code for the collision part also. So if the bullet will collide with this corona sprite at any point of time, what should happen? That's what I would like to define now. So we can define these things inside this repeat until block only. Simply at any point of time this sprite will touch the what is the name of the sprite? It is once this clone which this playground will create for us. It is done with its part. I would like it to get deleted automatically. So now if you'll run this game, that's what you are going to get as an output. Okay, so I'm able to see it moving. I'm able to see different Corona sprites on this playground. Okay, so the game is working perfectly fine. Now as soon as the Corona touches this rocket, all the sprites stops, right? Let me show you exactly what you will get if the Corona will not touch this rocket. I haven't defined the code for the firing part yet, so that is the reason I'm not able to fire through this rocket. Okay, so that's what you will get as an output. Fine. Now let's come on this bullet and define the required code for this bullet sprite. Okay, so this is the code which we have defined till now, right? Now let's come on this variable, and here we can define another variable with name game end. Okay, so when the spacebar key is pressed, what should happen? So I would like to first define where is that block. Yep, I was looking for this one. So if this game end variable is equal to no, so what should happen? I would like a clone of this what we call it, bullet, to get created. I don't want to see this game end getting reflected over here on this playground, so simply we can uncheck these checkboxes, and also I would not like to see the speed getting reflected over here, so I've unchecked both these checkboxes. Now what we can do, we can simply come on this control section, not the control section, yes, control section, and here we can make use of this create clone of myself. So now a clone of bullet will get created if the space bar will be pressed, and when the clone will when the bullet will start as a clone, what all things should happen, that's what we have to define now. So we can come up right on the top over here, and let's make use of this go to X block. So currently this bullet is not visible to us. Let me just remove this block from here. I think now I will be able to see just a second. I'm not able to see this bullet right now. Why is it so? Okay, if I'll completely remove it from this coding workspace, no, I am still not able to see the bullet getting reflected. So I would like to I would like to see it coming from this, somewhere from inside this rocket. So here I'm putting it over here, right? Now let me see what is the position of this bullet at present. So this is the position. We can simply put this go to X block over here, and then when I start as a clone, so if the rocket is moving, so definitely I would like this bullet also to move. Now the rocket will move along the y-axis only. So what we can do, we can make the y value of this of the coordinate of this bullet dependent on the y position of this rocket. How we can do that? Let me tell you that now. So we can, I think, let me search that block. No, it's not here. I think this will help us in doing that. So where is that y position? No, I'm not able to see that y position in this drop down. Let me eliminate this from here, and if I'll use this one, let me see if I can get Y position. No, Y position is not available in this one also. Volume is there, my variable is there, score is there, but Y position is not there. Okay, is there any other block which can help us in defining the relationship? No, there is no block in this look section which can help us in defining the relationship. Can I put this Y position over here? Let me just see. No, we cannot put it inside this. Okay, let me see if I can get some block from here which can help us in defining the required relationship. So go to X. I have already made use of this block. Now we need something to get to create a relationship between the Y position of this bullet and the Y position of this rocket. So I think, since in this sensing section, do we have any block which can help us in creating the required relationship? I'm not able to see any over here. Y position is not there in this one also. Is there any off block? Okay, this is the one, but it will not be able to customize it, I think. Can we select rocket ship from here? Yes. Okay, so that's how you can change this. That's how you can get Y position in this block. So what you have to do, you have to first drag this block and you can put it over here. And now you can select rocket ship from this drop down, and automatically you'll see this option Y position. So now I've created the required relationship. Now once this relationship is there, I would like to show this I would like to show this bullet to the user. So for doing, initially I don't want the user to see this bullet, so that's the reason I will have to hide it. Right now if you'll run this game, so the bullet will not be visible to the user. Okay, now let's stop this game, and I would now like to make use of this repeat until block, inside which I would like to place some code. So this bullet should be visible to the user in the moving way. It should be, the user should see it moving till the time it touches the edge of this, what we call it, playground. Right, so what we can do, we can simply come down in the sensing section, we can put this touching block over here, and from here we can select this edge, and I would like to see it moving. I would like to see the bullet moving with this speed, 10 steps, and finally it should get eliminated automatically. So we can make use of this, delete this clone block, and we can put it simply over here. Right, and now there is one more thing which is missing. I haven't set the value of this game end. Right, so I'm setting it to no. Let's see whether it will accept the input or not. Yes, I'm able to now fire the bullets. See, okay, so the score is also incrementing. Right, So the game has stopped. Why? Because the Corona Sprite touched this rocket. Let me restart this game. I'm able to fire the bullets and the score is incrementing by 1, right? Fine. So that's how you can make use of, that's how you can develop a shooting game, a full-fledged shooting game in the Scratch platform, on the Scratch platform. If you want to make it more interactive, you can simply add some sound to these codes over here. Let me do that too. So the first sound I would like to add is of a shoot sound. So we can put it over here, and let's select some sound from the sounds library. No, we do not have any such sound. Let me hear this. Okay, I think this one is fine. So we can select it for the firing part, and then when this bullet will touch this Corona, what will happen? So I would, at that time also, I would like to hear some sound from the background. We can again come in this sound section and let's make use of this start sound. I'm putting it over here. See if we can get some sound from here. I think this one is fine, right? So we can go with big boing, and I am selecting this one from here. Let's now run the game and see what is the output we will get. So we need to hit this flag over here. Perfect. Okay, so the game is running perfectly fine. Let me now show you the entire code which I've defined in this coding workspace for creating this beautiful shooting game. And by the time you guys are checking the code, let me see the comment section. Let me check the comment section. If I have anything to answer, definitely I'll answer your queries. So this is the code which I've defined for this rocket sprite. Okay, and hello Kudumula, hello Nibura, hello Kritarth. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. Thank you very much for appreciating my efforts, dear. Let me check another the second channel, which is Geeks for Geeks School. If I have any query to answer, definitely I'll do the needful. Abhishek, thank you very much for joining me in this lecture, dear. Krishna Kumar, hello dear. Robin Babu, hello beta. Song, okay. Krishna Sharma, hello dear. Jai Hind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture a lot. I'm not able to see any queries in the comment window, but definitely if you will come across any issue, please do put your queries, please do put your issues in the comment box. Whenever I'll get the time, I will check the comments, and if in case I definitely I'll respond to every kind of question you're going to put in the comment box whenever I'll get the time to do so. Thank you very much everyone for joining this tutorial, and please keep on liking and keep on sharing these tutorials I'm shooting for you guys, okay, so that you can make them reach to the maximum students possible, right? I want to see more students coming in onto this channel so that they can also enjoy these free online coding classes we guys are providing, right? And thanks in advance for all the efforts you are putting and you are going to put, definitely. Okay, have a great day everyone, and bye bye.